Hello, hello. Welcome to
Wow.
Soundtale Productions. We're playing uh Terra Magia today. Mavet's Heart is the little dungeon crawl that we're doing. And in last episode we just finished off the final boss when our protection target died. And we're gonna figure out what that has to do with anything in just a moment. But first let's introduce everybody. Uh let's start with I'd never remember what order we're in. Nigel, go with you.
Hey, I'm Nigel. I'm playing Sukina in this very hectic campaign, and it's been, I don't know, 5 sessions or something like that. I felt like of combat, so yeah. Now we just get to chat. Maybe kill each other off. Who knows?
Get each other off. Sure.
Oh, that's why we're back.
What a twist.
Yes, to kill each other off.
Mhm. Uh, Arden, why don't you introduce yourself?
And I play Dinah. Um, fun-loving, spunky, bomb enthusiast. That's what she is. And I am still Archelaus. This saga will continue as long as I'm present.
You will not get an Archie until you finish this campaign. Fair enough. Uh, David, how about you introduce yourself a little?
Hey everybody, my name's David. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Jin, our electric cowboy in this campaign. The D is silent, as it should be. And when I'm here, I do a lot of other projects here, but when I'm not on Stealthy Elf Productions, you can find me over at Tales Archived and some upcoming stuff. That's me.
All right. And while Liz isn't here, which is unfortunate, we do have someone who's been gone for a little while now. So, Jack, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jack. Sorry, it's just a little chat. Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a Meister Hypester everywhere. I'm a full-time streamer, so you can find me there. When I am not here, I exist somewhere. Yeah, and I'm playing Vitas. It's been a very long time, but I get to play our grumpy old man again.
And I've already introduced myself a little bit, so let's ignore all me and get back into the game. So, you guys just killed the leader of this invading force, Lieutenant Sai. He was the head of the incident containment enforcers. And when that happened, thanks to the assist from these little alien friends, kind of your target, the one you're protecting the most, whose name I remember, Otis. I remember my NPCs, don't worry. Otis, when Otis died, having assisted Sukuna in getting back up to do one final attack, him and those helping him fell down, having lost their life to implement their ability. And as you're all surrounded in this moment, surrounding the enemy, everything kind of goes gray as the physical world around you becomes continually less tangible. And the space in front of you starts to kind of move in as you're all pulled in towards each other. Specifically, Jin, Dinah, Sukina, Paul, and Ash.
Oh, Paul made it.
Paul made it.
Gonna fix that.
I'm still laughing at that one guy that sacrificed himself for you for no reason, because I didn't need that last extra help.
We don't talk about it anymore.
And
Did my
then
eternal rival make it? I need to know.
you'll find out about that soon enough.
Next time, Dinah.
I swear, we're gonna go back and he's just gonna be an old man and be like, I remember you. Gonna be
Waiting for their
like-
day.
For all these years, you finally returned.
But as this is happening around you, you all see something kind of manifest in front of you. It's a timer. You can't make out the specific numbers on the timer. You can only see sort of the length of it. To you, it's blurred out. This is happening in front of all of you. That mark that appeared on you when you first arrived of a timepiece of some kind starts to glow, and you see a time in front of you. And in the center of all of you, as you circle around, you're able to see each other's timers, and a massive skull appears, seemingly facing all of you at the same time. Sukina, you've seen this before. When you were on the verge of death, you saw this skull manifest. In its mouth is this red, glowing rune. And you see that the rune itself starts to turn slowly and eventually is fully upside down, and blood starts to drip down from the skull's eyes through this rune, like sand in an hourglass. And you hear a voice from all directions ask, "Events have ended. Casualties 113. Survivors 16. Do you wish to try again?" And then you see sort of like a number above the individual, above this massive skull. And it is, how many are there? There's you three, Liz, Paul, Ash. That's 5. So, wow, I'm really doing bad with math right now.
You trying to figure out
You shut up. I don't
total
need you.
survivors?
I don't need you to do it now. I got the survivors. That's 5. There's 24 hours in a day. That's 100 and 120 hours for
What
one day.
What if I just said no? I don't want to try again. Am I gonna
That's
die?
I don't know. We'll see. Right now, you see above this massive skull, 0 out of 120. And if anyone would, all of you make a awareness or investigation check for me. That's a d20, and then as you all remember intimately, you add your logic or your intuition, depending on what you're using, and then roll whatever skill dice you have.
Oh, easy. I got
Easy
this.
8.
22.
22. All right.
How'd you get a 22? Did you get intelligence? Did you get logic?
No, he's all awareness.
Intuition. Yeah. I have like an 8 for that, just intuition on its own.
Oh. Oh,
It has,
yeah.
like,
Sorry.
one logic. Are you
Intuition.
kidding me?
Never mind. Yeah,
I
if
have-
it's combined. Yeah, 13, sorry.
I got
Thought it was
17.
logic.
17. All right. So, Jin, you are able to notice that you can see everyone else's number. You can see it in detail. Some of them are maybe a little harder to notice, but you can see above Sakuna there is a number. Why would I keep saying a number when I don't have the math already calculated? I'm a stupid
no.
idiot.
Just think of the highest number. It's probably that. It's probably
Oh,
the
yeah,
best one.
sure. uh,
Wait, can we all see this or just Jin?
everyone can see this.
Okay.
And so, above Sakuna's head, Jin, you see a number roughly 438,000.
438,000.
Above
438,000.
Dinah's head, you see a
Thanks, Jack.
number closer to 600,000. You can't make
Wait, sorry,
out
what was Dinah's number again? I just want to write
just about 600,000.
600,000.
He's doing some kind of math on the side. He's doing something. There's some sort of logic following this. He's not made up things that way.
And from your angle, you can't really see Ashes, and you can only barely see Paul's. Paul's is a little weird. His seems to be fluctuating, but you can't make out the numbers.
Is it stocks?
Dinah.
Is it tariffs?
Did you roll with logic or intuition?
I rolled with logic.
Okay.
Been going a couple months, David.
You roll and you see the same thing that Jin sees. Jin, he can see this, but he's not really able to make out what it might mean. You not only rolling logic, but having a better roll in general, you get the sense that this is time. This is how much time each person has left.
Oh.
And the time needed to restart the day is 120. You guys have plenty. You are also able to see Ashes. You see a couple of numbers above them. The total, but also in a red number, how much have they already given up? Well over half of their time has already been given up to this.
Okay.
And you're able to see Paul's a little better than Jin did. And his is fluctuating between 1 hour and 200 years.
Nope.
And it's jumping back and forth at a perplexing rate.
Can I see Jin's number too?
You can. I believe Jin is already middle-aged. So
On the far side
Yeah.
of middle-aged.
on the far side of middle-aged. So I'm gonna give
We're
him
just
another-
old men here. It's all good.
He only has about 170,000 more.
Okay.
So,
Can we see?
You
Can we
see-
see numbers?
uh,
I know Liz is
She
here,
doesn't-
but
she doesn't actually seem to be here.
okay. Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh no. She split up from us and got stuck with the horse.
Got stuck with the horse.
Yeah, she's dead.
Don't split the party. Split the party.
So,
As far as you know, Paul's a human, right?
yep, Paul is
Or-
just a regular human. And again, his is fluctuating between an hour and a couple hundred
Yeah.
years. There are humans that can live pretty old. There's been a couple recorded like 150s with magic and everything, but on average, they die pretty early.
Still considered
Yeah.
odd to,
Yeah,
even in this
yeah.
universe, to go to 200 as a human. Okay.
Yeah. And again, Dinah, with your logic and everything you've kind of made out, these numbers are time left. You have to donate these to this skull in order to restart if you wish.
This is just like a play question because I kind of came in at a weird point. How many times have you been saving Otis?
Nope, this is their first.
That was the first one.
Oh, okay.
The only one who's been here before is Ash.
Okay.
Now,
And they're not in our group right now, right?
nope, they're here with you right now with their timer. but they have been here before you got here. They were doing this before
Okay.
anyone arrived.
Oh wait, Ash. Okay, yeah.
And
Getting everyone's names mixed up. I'm out here like I don't even know.
Yeah.
so Tsukina, you rolled intuition, correct?
Yeah.
You're looking around at everyone's numbers. You see the same thing everyone else has seen, but you gleam a little bit of something different. You can tell that Paul, in particular, he is fluctuating because his destiny, if you will, is uncertain. Each day is different for him for some reason. If something goes wrong, he could die in the next hour, genuinely. And if things go right, he could live for the next 200 years because of whatever nonsense magic. You're not sure exactly what, but you can tell that he himself seems to be kind of outside of this circle of people, this destined group, I suppose.
Yeah, it's kind of like looking at everyone's potential and then seeing Paul hasn't really been determined yet. Very suspicious.
He's just a guy.
Just a guy.
He's
Just a blue collar worker working 9 to 5. If we're okay, so we're in this situation. I'm imagining it like let's say a black space, or let's say black background, or kind of like just hovering in space, and the skull with the ruin comes down between us, and is simultaneously we each see it from the front.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna shout if Ash is there. I'm gonna shout to ask Ash. Has this happened before? Is this what you usually see when it resets? What can you tell us?
Yes, this is usually what I see. This is the outcome seems to be the same, but I've never actually managed to kill him before. I don't know. So many of them died. I don't know if I can just leave it like this.
He like
we
listed
can
how
bring
many
that-
died and everything, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea of like the actual like I know like the goal is to like keep Otis alive, but I'm just curious if there's more information about like the goal of the time loop in general right now, since we can see a lot more. Because if Ash has done this more than half of her lifetime being lost, that's a lot of times, I'm assuming. If it only cost 120.
Ask the skull.
Excuse me, Mr. Skull?
Howdy, Mr. Skull Guy.
Yes, child.
Oh,
Shit. Be careful
all
now.
right, Dinah, take it away. Go on.
Careful with your words.
Dinah's now a little affronted. He's like,
Remember, this is a giant skull. Its eyes are bleeding. It's got the ruin, in
remember.
its mouth.
Yeah.
I remember the drawing.
Wait. Did its mouth move when it talked, or is it like telepathy?
Is it just a voice?
Yeah, it's just a voice right now.
Okay, that's better. Whew. I don't want to see that mouth.
Do we all hear the response? Like, is
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Okay.
It is sort of like a full echo in all directions.
So, since I kind of just got here, I was just curious what exactly you wanted us to do every time this resets. I'm just a little confused.
I see. I want nothing. I am merely an aspect, a herald a disciple of death. I am here to offer you possibilities and lead you forth to do whatever it is that you wish. If you wish to bargain away death, you are my guest. If you wish for other opportunities, we can speak upon that.
Right.
And
I'm gonna like. Dennis is gonna turn and look at everyone and
Yeah.
just shrug and be like, I don't know.
and I'm assuming right now you're waiting for us to answer this question of do we want to redo that previous combat?
That
Yes.
is my current role. If you wish for more information, I can provide that to you.
You also said something about bargaining with death. Is it possible I can add the timelines of people I know onto my own so I can live longer? Is that something you can do?
I'll run.
Dennis is
You're
like
floating in
hardcore
midair.
judging
There's no escaping.
Sakina.
Uh, hmm. Mavet has mentioned you, the greedy one.
Yeah.
Your avarice is expected. And yes, all bargains can be made, but you will lose equivalent.
Hmm. Think about that. So, everyone here, do we want to redo that?
Well,
What?
I've got a question then. Is this something that's going to be that you will be offering if we were to continue? Would we go into like another task similar to this last one?
I am only the herald of these bargains. What comes after me is unknown to me. What I do know is what happens to the world with your choice. Your actions here have already changed the world. And if you could all do a logic check for me, that would be wonderful.
Oh, you son of a.
Yeah.
Do we just add the logic score? Is that what we're doing?
Yep, you can just add your logic score to it. This would be a
14 plus
moderately
0.
easy roll. So
14 for
Okay.
Jin.
I got the same.
13.
I
Y'all
got
dumb too?
I
And
roll
Arden-
low. My dice are hating me again. Leave me alone, okay?
It's okay.
What's your
what
Arden
did you roll
advantage?
again? 14, Arden?
Mm-hmm.
No, this was a moderately easy roll, so you guys all get this. You don't get a bunch of information, but you get information that comes easily to the front of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of have this like active Mandela effect moment where you remember everything up until this moment, and you remember it in a couple.
Yeah.
You remember it in a couple different ways. You see from this point forward these 16 survivors. You see them escape. You see them meet some kind humans. They protect them, and in exchange, they learn about these creatures known as the architects. They create for them technology and specifically magic batteries. They're the first creatures to create these, and this group of humans basically give those to the world as if it were their own creation. And for years and years, they protect these little aliens. This version of the world leads to more or less a similar outcome to what you remembered previously. Previously, you remembered something similar. It was less of a family and more of a industrial effect. You recall that the world government at large one year uh, released some sort of prototype to the magic battery, and from there, the use of it exploded. In this version, it's similar, but it seems that this small family is kind of the catalyst instead of the world government itself. In this version, Jin, you know that for a fact that previously your family went through a sort of civil war with others in their community. It was a fight between those marked by the Lotus and the rest of the people in that community, as you fought over the use of technology, and specifically magic technology. The people of the Lotus saw it as an abuse of magic, and the rumors that these magic tools brought more monsters seemed to be bordering on truth in some way. You know that in the original timeline, this ended in almost complete genocide of your people. This current version, events unfold similarly, but you know that the sort of hidden aspects of the battery, the things that cause the hysteria, the paranoia, they're a bit more open to the public in this new version. The backlash wasn't as powerful. Your community, your people, those marked by the Lotus, they still rejected the use of it. There was still a conflict. But instead of near genocide, they were essentially disbanded, and parts of your clan went throughout the world, separated.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Maple.
Hello.
Please
Hello, Maple.
leave.
No, bring Maple back.
How dare you? How dare you?
uh, Same with uh Dinah and Sukina. You see these things. You see this kind of dual reality, and it doesn't seem to change too much in your life. But you do know that these changes took effect, and the skull offers you one more glimpse into possibility, as you see an option if things went differently again. If you tried again and worked with, well, the bad guys, or fought against them, if all of the aliens were saved, or if all of them died, the outcome would be the same. Magic batteries would not come into existence for decades after they're supposed to. You see that slow creation leads to weaker communities out in the wilds, communities that are overtaken by the larger governance, and they are basically turned into satellite communities used for specific purposes. Sukina, you see that your village in this version, where everyone is saved or everyone dies, is not attacked, is not laid waste to by monsters. It is instead overrun by capitalism. Your community, its culture starts to die, and instead becomes riddled with factories and coal and pollution. Right now, the world has a incredible amount of sustainable energy with the magic batteries. Without them, things look a little different. And while your people are not gone, they seem to be in a cycle of labor that is difficult to escape. Dinah, you in a version of this world where everyone, all of the aliens either live or die. You see a version of reality where you never become an adventurer. You see a version of reality where your brother never dies, where you're not orphans, and you see for a moment our ride. You're sitting in the back seat. Parents are driving you somewhere. You're sitting with your brother. He's telling you stories of his dreams to adventure, to explore the wilds, to help caravans, to be a warrior, a hero. You remember that this moment ends poorly. But in this version, you guys make it to your grandparents' house. Your parents help you out of the car because you have tiny little legs. And you just have a wonderful weekend. You grow up to become a chemist. Everything is dramatically different. So, I ask you again. Do you want to try again? Or do you want to proceed from here?
Is this supposed to be a party vote, or do we all have to agree or disagree?
Well, I think our best chances of success either way are sticking together, no? So I think we should decide it as a group. That's just my 2 cents.
I'm okay with moving on.
Well, now hang on now. Personally,
We as a party agreed to... What's that, Jin?
hang on now. We as a party agreed to discuss the matter first. I think it might be worth maybe taking another swing at it, so to speak. Now, and I'm saying that as the person with. Well, actually, Jin doesn't know his time. Never mind. Jin doesn't know he has less time than the others.
I think Dinah would have told him though. I don't think she would.
Well, then in that case, Jin will say, "Well,
She would
I'm
tell
saying this is-
everyone but Paul because she feels bad.
How do you even broach that topic? Oh, by the way, you have less time than all the others.
I
you
wouldn't
don't.
say it like that. I'd be
Like-
like, I would be like, okay, everyone's numbers are looking pretty good.
Except
Looks
you.
at Paul, doesn't say anything. It just turns away and is like, everyone's numbers are looking pretty
You-
good.
You would see Sakina like first look at Dinah and go like, "What?" And then look at you, go like, just like a
I miss Sakina so much.
This is so funny.
Okay.
But
Okay, hold on. So you propose we do this again, Jin?
I do indeed.
And you, newest member
This
of
is
what was our
so-
group called again? What did we call it?
The toots.
Toots. I about said
Toots.
farts.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I knew it was something very troubling to say out loud.
Wait,
The
hold
Order
on.
of
We're
the
called the
Titans.
what?
The
We're
Order
called
of
the
the
Toots.
Titans.
The toot. Like I don't give a toot.
Toot toot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Order of
TOOT.
the Titans.
It's
T-
all capitalized. There are periods in between, but to say it all together.
Toot.
It's quite long.
I'm a
I-
toot, you're a toot, he's toot. We're all toot.
I love
it here.
acronyms, okay?
I
But
love it here.
right now the bad guys in this campaign have been ice, so
I picked up on it. I wasn't going to say anything, but so yeah. What do I think it's worth
Chemist?
doing it.
You think it's worth? I think we just move ahead.
Well, luckily it's not just the two of us deciding. So, Ash, are you going to be a member of our little gang? What do you? And Paul and Dinah. Where do we land?
I was not expecting to be hit with my dead twin brother coming back to life in an alternate reality.
We
I
could
think-
ask Paul for his opinion, but I mean,
Ash, I think, chimes in and says, it's my fault that these creatures were put in this position. I feel compelled to help them. This is possibly the best outcome I've seen for them. But I don't know if I could leave it at this. And
you know, Ash, it is your fault. They ambushed us way sooner than you said they would. You've had how many tries at this? How can someone be so incompetent with that much experience?
The only difference between what usually happens in this time was that you all were present. Something with what you did must have moved up the timeline.
All we did was help you win, as far as I'm concerned.
And I'm grateful. What I'm saying
Okay.
is my intel
Okay.
was correct.
Let's just take a step back now and calm down a second.
Yeah. No need for you pointing fingers. Why don't you two settle down?
Paul chimes in. Yeah, guys, I don't think we need to be fighting right now.
Is Paul scared? He needs to be talking in third person.
I'm feeling quite calm now, Dinah.
Hey, you might have an hour left though, Paul. So
Paul never.
Oh no!
hey, that was in
Paul has an
character.
hour
That
left.
wasn't in character voice. This
But,
is
yeah.
this is meta.
Paul.
I'll have a
is
heart
just-
attack any second now.
Paul is just like, he seems a little anxious. Obviously, he always is. But I think we did a good job, and the mission is to proceed. I think we should proceed.
Thank you, Paul. I always knew there was some potential in you. By the way, you should really be careful moving forward. Really,
Dinah's
just
just
be
gonna
cautious.
put her hand over his mouth and be like, just ignore what I'm saying. You're fine, Paul. You're fine.
Just avoid
Paul, you're great.
cliffs.
Ignore what he's
traps,
saying. He doesn't know what he's
swords.
talking about. Haven't you noticed that? He's just out here blabbing away, blaming people for everything.
You see that he starts to sweat a little bit. He's like, yes, Paul will avoid cliffs.
Does the hour at least go to like an hour and a half? Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that the minimum now goes from an hour to 5. That's his new minimum.
Okay,
Man, so there was potentially a cliff in his future.
There's a
He
cliff,
saved his,
but
he just saved his life.
It's Bella cliff jumping in order to see her schizophrenic potential boyfriend Edward, and Paul just sees his dad, and his dad is like, "Don't do it."
Oh,
I
Paul.
can't believe you invoking Twilight in this.
I'm just a
Yeah,
girl, guys.
All right, so the way I see it, we got 2, right? Ash and Jin for retrying, seeing if we can do a bit better. We got 2 saying we should continue in Suki and Paul here. Dinah, that leaves you as our tiebreaker. The fate of that village and rests on your shoulders.
A lot of things are resting on my shoulders. You need to back up.
I'm not saying it to stress you out or anything. I'm just,
I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna say
Before you
we
continue,
proceed on.
Never mind.
I don't think it's right to be bargaining with death this many times, despite the potential of a difference.
Feels good to have party members who think.
Don't get comfy with me like that. I'm still mad at the way you just talked to Ash.
Well, Ash, the party's spoken. The Toots have decided.
Dinah, could you roll something for me?
Yeah.
Let me see. With advantage,
Oh,
if
thank
you could
goodness.
roll, huh?
I said, oh, thank goodness, because I'm not certain my dice are being nice to me. Every single one of the rolls I've rolled so far is 9 plus extra bit. So we're looking real
Could you roll for me with advantage? So whatever you have, you roll 1 extra d4. Roll a negotiation for me.
Okay.
This is where the nat 20 comes out. Easy. Just roll a 20.
So I add up all the extra stuff and then an additional d4 on top of what I have?
Yep.
Okay.
I made this game so that you roll a lot of dice at the same time because it feels good in my hands.
I'm just trying to do math. It's real hard for me.
That is such a mood.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
That's the trade-off.
Being one of the math gays, I never considered the rest of the gays when I made a very mathy game.
You
Okay.
are mean and evil. This is cruel and unusual punishment.
This is a 15.
15. That'll do.
Oh, thank God. I got
You see that Ash is a bit reluctant, but she has seen more or less the same things you have seen. The different outcomes and how little effect it has on the world. And in some ways, she has seen other things. You guys saw things related to yourself and how it affects your life. She saw how it affected who knows what else. While some of you saw a better future where everyone is saved, there are a lot of people who were affected a little less positively. And I think she agrees with Dinah. I agree. I don't know if I'm going to be joining you. I don't know, because I didn't really step into this dungeon myself. But I agree to move on. So, the head at this point, you see in its mouth that sigil that has a shape similar to an hourglass, as the last drop of blood falls into it. muscles start to kind of grow from around the skull as the head starts to take form. Bone comes out from the bottom, more skin and muscle as a full body appears. It is moderately
they hot?
tall. Huh? Oh, golly, yeah, they're as hot as can be. Every aspect of Mavet is just so fucking hot in their base form. Some of them in their like boss form, not so hot.
I'm
Uh,
again just a
Why
girl.
did you say boss
Can
form?
just say-
Uh,
Odd word usage there, boss form.
well, I mean, language used to be hot. He's.
Hmm.
Anyways,
Okay.
but in this form, this individual, is very hot,
Okay.
and they are manifest, and around them, fabric starts to drape as they, protect themselves from the environment, and prying eyes. Well, it's taken quite some time as he looks to Ash. I am Kabara. I am happy to hear that you are all in agreement. If you would follow me, I will lead you to your next location. And you guys are able to follow Kabari through sort of this separation. Like, you are more or less where you were before. Everything's just kind of grayed out, and you're almost not interacting with the world. But with each step, you do see that time starts kind of fast forwarding through, and you see the remaining people, the few survivors, most of which were in the tower that Liz protected. She's not here to see that, but that's okay. You see that they escape. They find allies. They proceed to make the world that you now know to be true. But you also see, some of the enemies. Some of them survive. Some of them escape. You see
There's only one person I'm caring about right now.
you see surrounded by bodies and blood, a man who had a lot of R names coughs up blood, sits up, and staggers to his feet, limping back to base camp. Yes,
Thank God.
Arden, your rival survived.
I got
See?
my eternal rifle. I got 600,000 years for this.
I'll come up with a real name for him later.
The
Let me
guy
write this.
made it. The
You
guy
did that last
made it.
time, didn't you?
Huh? I said a bunch of random R names.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did not. I just looked up R names on
For
fantasy
now,
names.
For now, he's the guy. The guy made it.
The
That's
guy.
all we gotta worry about.
Yeah. In like quotes.
He turns into the villain, and it's like he's only known as the guy. No one knows his origin story.
All right.
True.
But yeah, with each step, time passes until it seems as though you are at current day. And he waves his hand and offers you a door, which just kind of grows from nothing. It's the same as the regular the doors you've seen so far, with the center being sort of this like black hole, a mass of energy that you are able to step through. You've done it 3 other times, and it's available to you again. Or yeah.
Well,
Okay. I'll have Paul walk through first,
yeah.
and then I'll go in
Always
right
send the
after.
NPCs first.
As Paul's about to step through, Kibara puts a little hand on his shoulder. He just gives him a wink. Good luck in there. And Paul sweats more and takes a step through.
I'm gonna run real quick to catch up to Paul because I can't believe this.
We don't see the numbers anymore, right? Like that's now that we're
Yeah,
back in.
that's
current.
gone.
Okay.
Numbers are gone.
I feel like I gotta watch out for Sukina now, though. He's like, can I put other people's timelines against mine? And I'm out here with the highest numbers against two
fair.
eternal rivals in the span of one.
Got some off-screen stuff to do.
As you're running up to Paul, who just stepped through, you hear Kibari offering, words as you're escaping, and he says to you specifically, remember that memories can't hurt you as you pass through.
Stop it right now.
Who's next?
Just as Jin's about to head through, Ash is still there, right? Ash hasn't gone through.
Yeah, she's standing there. She looks, a little, not dubious, but just, she spent the last 30 years of her life in this one place.
Yeah.
The idea of moving on is maybe a little difficult.
Yeah. Well, Ash, moment of truth. You coming with?
I guess. I don't really know where else I would go.
Yeah.
She clenches her fists, puts her hand on her hilt, and walks through the portal.
Alright. Jin will follow.
As Jin follows through.
Oh no,
he
we
doesn't
left Sukina there to bargain away.
Kibara doesn't say anything to Ash, just gives her a smile and a nod. For Jin, he says, don't lose my brother's scythe. And then lets you pass on through.
Tilt the hat. Push Sukino back, and then close the door.
Push me back. Well, you don't even know if I was close
One
to
of
the
those
door.
things happened. Two of those did not.
All right. Sukina, what are you doing?
Take a general look around the area. Vitas isn't there.
You're the only one here right now.
I guess just before going through the door, I'll ask, how do you pronounce the name? Is it Kibara?
Kibara.
I would just tell Kibara, we do have another member of our group, the Toots, somewhere potentially around here. Seeing how this fight went, we're probably going to need our full group. So if you happen to see, you know who I'm talking about, to Vitas, I'm sure. God of Titan of Death and all.
Oh, yes.
Can you direct them to the same location?
Oh, don't you worry.
But don't tell them that I said this, though.
I won't say a thing. I swear. Well, if that is all, Sukina, best of luck to you.
Yeah, I'll walk through the door.
As you're walking through, your foot is maybe in the portal. Kibar grabs your shoulder and kind of turns you. And you look into his eyes, and the skin starts to peel back, and it's the skull again. And you see the timer in his mouth, the sand of the hourglass of blood, and you hear the echoing again. It's still his voice, but it's starting to take that skull sound again as he just shares with you an insight. I'm not gonna say what it is out loud because I'm gonna send you a message later. And he pushes you back through the portal.
Okay.
All right.
The horrifying
And-
scene. Turn around. Scorpion.
Yep.
Pull it up.
Pushes you through, and then you guys are falling back through essentially Bifrost as light and existence just kind of passes through you as you're getting to the next location. Now, while this is happening, Vetus, you.
Right,
have
I'm
that-
Vetus. Yes.
Yes, you are. You appeared somewhere entirely different from all of your compatriots. The last thing that you remember, you had transitioned from the previous dungeon. You'd stepped through a portal and were falling through space and time and existence itself, hand in hand with your allies. There was some sort of turbulence in this transition. Likely from the fight between Mars and that woman who broke into the dungeon. And you and Airy Bronzefoot, the captain of this unit, fell out of this this cosmic path. And you land in a space that is kind of just sand. Endless amounts of obsidian sand. And you are there next to Mary Bronzefoot. She seems to be struggling, having hit the ground particularly hard. And around you is almost absolute emptiness, except one small, maybe 4-foot tall structure. It looks like some sort of tower. But this is where you are.
I would like to check on the captain.
All right.
How badly off is she?
Let's see.
Great.
Yeah, she doesn't look too bad, but you seem to just open your eyes and you're there. You don't see any impact in the area that you landed,
Uh-huh.
but you can see that where she is currently, it looks as though she landed hard, like she fell into this location.
Fell on her head? Fell like
On her foot, you see that her ankle is pretty damaged.
right.
Uh,
okay.
she- Yeah, she's sitting herself up and kind of trying to stagger up. She's got a pretty devastating limp, but she is not, other than that, too injured.
Right. All right. That looks like the pretty bad sprain, ma'am.
Yes. She takes a step towards you, and you see her wince. It definitely doesn't feel great. But it could be worse.
I could mind it for you if you like. Use me as a crutch and we can figure our way out of whatever this is.
She looks around and sees, again, endless sand. I suppose there's nowhere really to go at the moment, so I think that's probably a good idea. Might as well take the time.
He will take the time to like if it's just a sprain to bind it, if it's like broken to stint it. If it's really, really bad, I think he still has 1 potion left.
You see that it is definitely something you're gonna need to put a stint on.
Okay.
HP wise, she is fine. She's not like bloodied or anything, but she did take specifically an injury to her leg. And there is mechanics for this. Let me pull them up.
Wait, I lie. I have a lot of potions. Hello? I am the
well,
cleric, I suppose.
yeah. Also, essentially, she has injured leg as an ailment. It's at 10, so she just. The description is that your leg is dislocated or otherwise severely wounded, and you cannot effectively use for any task until fixed. Movement speed is reduced to 0 or half if you crawl.
Right, Captain. I still have quite a few of these if you don't mind. You could take one of them. And he offers, like, he probably, like, clips one from one of his pistols because he shoots them. And
Yes,
offers it to her.
I would appreciate it. Thank you. That being said, I'm still going to need you to roll something for me.
Alright, cool.
I need you to do a medical check for me, please, and thank you. Medical.
I know how to do this.
Yes, you do. So roll medicine with your logic. Roll d20, add your logic, and if you have any points in medicine, that's how many d4 you roll.
Oh, right. Shoot a d4. Hold on.
No one's
I only
ever
have
ready for
d20s.
the
Hold on.
D4.
I do have d4s. Hold on. It's the spiky one. So that one, and then this guy. So that is. Why are you making me maths? Okay. That's 25 plus. Wait, was it 25? Yes, 25 plus 3 is
29.
28.
Oh, I'm trying to get you.
Okay. Yeah. No, you do a fantastic
You got me so
job.
confused. I'm like, oh no, really?
Trying to get you.
You do a fantastic job.
Yay.
The splint is in place, and she can walk. She's still a little slow, but she'll be fine in just a little bit of time.
All right. Well, I don't really know where we are, and we don't know what might be down here with us. Might be a good thing to keep one of these on you just in case.
Thank you. I'll try to be wise about the use of it. I don't want to waste it.
That would be
But
good.
she takes.
I
she
only
takes the
have
potion.
4 left.
Yeah, and Paul's not around here. He had the rest. At least, the rest that I was provided with.
Nobody else is down here, it don't seem like.
No. And she looks around and looks at the little structure that's maybe 2 to 3 meters away. And she's like, this is the only thing that I see.
You ever seen anything quite like this before?
I mean, yeah. It looks like a toy house. And you look at it, and it looks like a Barbie's playhouse, but all. And Vetus, make for me an investigation check.
Do I have that? I do! Okay. 21... 25.
25. All right. You see there are
I have good logic.
You see that there are 5 floors to this tower.
Like we can
Uh,
actually insert ourselves into the thing? Like it's big enough for us to go in? Or
no. It is about as tall as you are,
oh, okay.
maybe like up to your mouth. You see each floor has its own little space, and you can see from the bottom up. Um,
Huh.
you see the bottom floor just looks like a bunch of caves. The second floor looks like some sort of old castle. Uh, the third floor is there's no way to say this one without it just sounding exactly like what it is. Uh, you see some sort of lava-filled racetrack, uh, and I was trying to make them real vague, but that last one is there's no way to describe that with it. And the fourth floor, you see a quaint village that seems to be actively moving. Like everything else was stopped. But you peer inside of this with your investigation, and you see small figurines, little miniatures, moving around a board. Uh, and you see that some of them look remarkably well made, tiny versions of your friends and allies. As you see them appear on the board and make little movements, they encounter other little miniatures and are just moving about.
Well, it would be a dollhouse if a dollhouse would be the exact dungeon which we were just at.
Um,
Captain.
Mhm.
Those little ones, they look familiar to you?
uh, she looks in and she sees one with a massive backpack. It's like, look, that is.
Oh, it's Paul. I can see Paul from here. Sorry.
I know for a fact that's Paul. I can see it from here. That's unmistakable.
Of
I think.
course.
I think. Yeah, I think that's all of them. I don't know about these ones that she's pointing around some of the other little creatures and people, but I know these are the 2 we came here with.
Well, I don't really know what happened, but it do look like we fell out of the path. We're not in the game no more.
Like, where the hell are we? Uh,
Your guess is as good as mine.
Venus, what is?
Aside from,
I was just gonna ask, what's the thing? What's the first thing on Venus's mind as he's looking around this empty place? Like the first thought that he has.
that he's like somewhere he should not be, like the staff room for some reason. He's like, no, we're backstage. We're not supposed to be here. And if we're somewhere where we're not supposed to be, then he's very, very concerned that whatever something might be coming to make sure that they're taken out of where they're supposed to be.
And
Best case scenario is that they're taken back to their friends, and worst case scenario is that they're gonna die. So he doesn't like being here.
In the exact moment that you think something is coming for you,
Ah, fuck.
you see the sand, the obsidian sand starts to move and shake as a hand appears out and something starts to crawl out from there, from the dark sands. But we're gonna go on break and we'll come back and see what happens.
I hate that. Okay, cool. So, thanks.
GG's. GG's.
GG's. All right.
It was nice being here. It was nice playing with everybody.
Thanks for watching for now. We'll be back real soon to see what happens to Vetus.
Ah!
Bye.
Shh.
Wow.
Hello. Thanks for waiting for us, everybody. Welcome back. So, Vetus,
Yes.
I need you to roll for me
Oh no.
initiative. So,
Damn.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
For reals, or was that a
Yeah,
joke?
no, it's not
That
for
could be
real.
a joke, right?
no. Roll and add your engagement bonus in the right little purplish square.
When it comes to possible player death, our GM does not joke around.
Okay, where's my
That's a
engagement?
lie.
Alright, so that is 21.
Okay. Vetus, 21. Got it. Airy.
I don't know why the moment you're like, roll initiative, my whole brain goes, I want to go home.
How tall is Vetus, by the way? Because I remember him being tall. Or am I wrong there?
I mean, he
I think
wasn't
they're pretty tall.
aggressively average, but like he was. Wait, hold on. Did I have it written down? How tall is this man? Because he's a thingy.
Banara.
He's an Anzu.
They're tall.
I swear, and the thingy it said like he was dumb tall. His race.
That's what I thought too.
Probably close to
So when-
7 foot at least.
So when the
Yeah,
4 foot structure came, and
he's like
Yeah.
crouching down to look at it.
Yeah, no, but you're right. It was more up to like your chest.
okay, you know what I'm getting at, Hallie? That's why I'm bringing this up.
Yeah, you're right.
He's like he's probably like 6'8" or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He's like a basketball player height. What I remember.
Yeah.
So, you also, if I recall, 1 second.
Just remember, just pick up the dolls and then just start beating up the hands.
It's like put in. I'll take the dolls and put them in my pocket. Can I do that?
No, take them
Ooh,
and
on
throw them
your
as
turn,
a
maybe.
special attack.
Throw the dolls off my little companions.
It's like
That seems
Pokemon,
like a
you
bad
throw
idea.
it, they break,
Like
and then
Pokemon.
boom.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll see what happens.
He wouldn't
But,
dare. I
like I was
think
saying-
he'd be too scared that he might actually hurt them in real life.
So, along with these creatures that started coming out, you saw an arm come out of the sand and start to pull something else, the rest of the body up. You said that you felt like you were someplace you weren't supposed to be, like you were backstage somewhere, or like how would you describe what you felt in that moment?
What if I retcon? What if I
Not too
take
late.
back everything that I said?
Not too late.
I-
Sorry.
I feel like he probably feels that he is somewhere he's not supposed to be, and not only is he somewhere where he's not supposed to be, that they don't take kindly to things being there when they're not supposed to be there. So yeah.
Okay. Where have you been in your life where that you've had that same feeling before?
Probably on one of his missions, where he's had to sneak into heavily armed areas.
Okay. I think at first you just see these things coming up and don't really notice that in the sort of behind them, you see the sands start to climb up each other, creating a background similar to, it's not a specific place, but you recall your past experiences being in places you're not supposed to, sneaking around, and you recall a facility where once you entered, you knew that if anyone saw you, it was a battle, that you were in danger at all times. And it seems as though the sands themselves are recreating this image from your mind. And these things are coming out of the sand, and at first they are blank, just blank creatures made of this dark obsidian. What would you say is the first death that Venus experienced? Like the first person that died for them?
This is like so wild and very existential right now.
The first person to die for them?
Yeah.
Or the first death that he experienced in his personal
The
life?
first death that he blames himself for.
His wife.
You see this black obsidian crack, and almost like it's chiseling out from marble this image of your wife as she stands up and takes a stance ready to fight. And we're gonna go to the other team real quick. So
That was wild.
It's fine, hurt me. It's fine, it's hurt me.
So, you three, you are going through this portal again, and if everyone could make, as before, a poise check for me, or gymnastics if you want to get fancy.
I was muted. Natural 20.
Wonderful.
27 total. Acrobatics.
All right,
25 poise.
25 poise.
I
Arden?
got 24. You said we could use gymnastics, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. In that case, let's take you guys to La Map.
La map?
Yay.
I hope everything is hidden correctly.
There
Quickly
are
look for the secrets.
two
Yes,
really
exactly.
big black rectangles.
Perfect. That's exactly what you want. So you are falling through, and for a brief moment, you see this layout. You can tell that this is like an apartment building of some kind. As you land just outside the door to the southern entrance. And you guys land so somewhere like around here. And you guys land honestly as gracefully or as epically as you want. If you would like, how do you land? Because you all overwhelmingly succeeded your landing roll. So
Wait, where do we land again? I'm confused.
near the south entrance, near the stairs at the bottom
Okay.
side.
Well, I mean, I'll say for me that the easy thing to go with is landing in the hero pose.
Of course. Jin, what about you? Do you just land hero pose, or do you just land feet first?
Jin's gonna land hero pose next to Sukina and then go, oh, my back. And kind of stretch it out.
I wanna like roll into the landing between them and then come up like I just was the main character the whole time. In between both of them hero pose.
After an appropriate comedic pause, yeah, Jin goes, oh, this is getting out of hero pose. The front
That's
shot.
perfect. You guys, Sukuna lands like an epic anime character. Jin follows just behind them, and then between them rolls in Dinah, doing almost like a cheerleader-esque like pop up.
Exactly.
And it is a moment of silence before you hear as Jin goes.
Can I? A quick question: Are years still 365 days in this universe?
Yep, 365.
So looking at Jin's pain, Sukina's just gonna say, "Yeah, 4 years sounds about right."
4 years?
Doing the
That's
math, yeah.
Oh, what you on about now? Where are we?
Wait, where's the map?
I'm down here. Oh,
Can I?
quick head count.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I just wanna be-
Paul and Ash go first. Sorry.
Yes, just a moment for them. I want to be clear here because I did the math. That's not 4 years, doofus. 24 hours, 365 days in a year. 24 times 365 is 8,760.
I thought you said it was 120.
That's how much time the skull needed to reset that
Yeah.
day.
Oh, okay, that
Uh,
changes. Okay, calm down.
I'm just
Calm down
saying. Don't go putting words in my mouth saying I'm not saying Jin's gonna die in 4 years.
I just said
Guys,
4 years.
can you imagine we're playing in 2029, and then boom, Holly goes, "Oh, David, Jin's done."
It's
I've
death.
been tracking the time this entire time.
You got a bit
it's-
more. You got it.
It's
bumped
death
up.
in real time.
bring the like backup character. We're good. We're done now. We
Yeah.
I mean, with that crunch, you do think that the number went down a little bit, but who knows?
Do we get a sense?
Your
Like,
your expiry date is a little closer now. Like,
Yeah.
So, let's see. All right.
This is the most
So-
modern-looking area that we've been in so far. Then.
This is pretty
Yes,
trippy.
you are standing outside genuinely a average looking apartment building. It looks brick and mortar, modern brick, not castle brick. It is, you would guess based on just the outside of this place that its inhabitants are maybe lower middle class at best. You know, if you were a older white woman, you might clench your pearls a little bit walking through the area.
Be careful with your words now. But continue.
And you see at the door to this building, there is a man in what looks like a bellhop uniform, just waiting, bright smile on his face.
Howdy.
Howdy, sir.
my dog needed attention.
I don't think I'm familiar with you guys.
Well, we're not from around here exactly. And speaking of which, where exactly are we?
This is the Alistair Estates.
Alistair Stage. Does that ring a bell to anybody?
You'd have to roll.
I'll try. I'll roll.
Or can we all roll?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, great.
I'll give it a roll. I don't have logic.
Also,
Our-
I'm writing down Alistair Estates because I never came up with a name for this place until a moment ago. So I will forget.
Is this investigate or?
Yes.
Block.
Okay.
Can I use block?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a 15.
I got a 27.
Okay. What about everybody else? Anything above a 15?
Yeah, 18 here.
Okay.
It's blocked because it's an apartment block. I see.
Honestly, that makes a
Arden.
lot. No.
Thank you. Hero
about
point,
this?
please.
How about this? How about
them
this? Yes,
deep folds right there.
yes, Dinah, take a extra Terra token just for being funny.
Bless. I've got to rack these up, guys.
Jin, if What did you get on your roll?
A 15 flat.
15 flat. All right. You and Sukina know you've heard of this place before. As modern day mercenaries, you kind of have a general sense of kind of big events that happen throughout the world. And this site is the location of a pretty gruesome scene. Every apartment building, every room in this apartment building was essentially some sort of creature made its way in, and there was no one left by the time that authorities came to try to save the place. To protect the surrounding area, they put together a spell, and this building has ceased to exist. It was wiped off the face of the earth. There were rumors as to what happened inside, but no one 100% knows what the creature was and what happened to the people inside. Dinah, you rolled above a 20. You know a little bit more information. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you maybe were in the area as part of Toot at the time. And as part of a mercenary guild, while you guys primarily investigate dungeons, if something comes up in the local area and they pay, you respond in kind. And you were in an area that didn't have protection from a Titan, so most of the time the protection there was taken care of by the world government, by their peace force, keeping monsters out. Seemingly, one got through, and they needed backup, and they requested the nearest mercenaries. And you were sent to respond. By the time you got there, nothing was left. You weren't able to actually go inside and see what happened. But you know that you know that the responders, the first responders in the area, mentioned a type of monster, you know it as a fiend, who takes usually the appearance of a grieving mother. This creature, this fiend, has folklore surrounding it. Folklore that essentially states that she's looking for a lost child, her lost child. And if she sees you, she will try to take you as her lost child. What happens thereafter, the stories, the lore changes depending on the regions that you're in. Some stories say that when she finds out you're not her child, she kills you. Others say that if she thinks you are, she takes you away to be her child in a world essentially for monsters. Either way, you disappear. Yeah, that's what you remember.
Okay. You said the doorman's there, right?
Yep.
Was he around when I was still there? Like, do I know him or no?
No, this man does not look like someone who was present there. As far as you know, this location did not seem like the kind of place that needed a doorman. Like typically, it seemed pretty run down, pretty. One second.
Actually,
Okay.
no. Don't. Sorry.
Did that help?
I think we might be alright. Yeah, let's keep going.
All right. Sorry, I was fixing some noise stuff. So you know that he wasn't there. This does not seem like the kind of place that typically needs a doorman. Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah, Jin will turn to the party or just kind of like look over his shoulder and say, "You mean like the Alistair Estates? Like the Alistair Estates?"
Dinah is like trying to lean back and hide and be like,
Oh, cat got your tongue, Dinah?
Well,
You
this is the
know-
one and only, sir. This here location, prime real estate. Maybe you're looking to move in. I would recommend this. In fact, there are a few units open. Rent is cheap, and the area is up and coming. As you look around, you don't see anything. It
I'm gonna
is
be like,
literally.
I'm sorry, can you just give us a minute to talk about that? I'm gonna like pull everyone and like give them all the rundown of what you just told me, so everyone's.
Oh,
And then I'm gonna be like, I don't know this man.
Well, Mavet sent us here for a reason.
So should we get a place and like live in it?
it seems a little odd. I don't know why an entity quite like Mavet would want us to rent something as a trial, but we could try. Now, my monthly income's not great, guys, I'll be honest.
Okay, wait.
Oh, we'll be gone before we have to pay.
As just like a
Magic
side
seems
note, what is like
downright
the,
immoral. Sorry.
I'm sorry, can you remind me like I want to ask the guy like what like day and month it kind of is to get a timeline on where we are in relation to what happens. Like and when it happens, but I don't know how to phrase that without sounding like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Hey, what's today's date?
Hey, hey,
People
Are
are just
there-
asking you out in the street.
are there any specials right now considering the time and everything? Like, or will there be some coming up in the future on deals and stuff?
Well, generally speaking, any day is a great day for Alistair Estates. There is deals to be made all the time, and you see that he thinks to himself, like you see him like almost like someone pressed pause on a video that was playing, like he freezes mid, and
I don't like that. I don't like that.
and he starts again. It's like, and yeah, today is a wonderful day. Today is, and again, every time he tries to tell you what the date is, he kind of freezes.
I love that you had the narration pause or freeze as well, as long with his body.
So you interested in renting a place, or maybe you're here to visit a tenant?
I am. We're actually trying to look around and see. Our friend recommended this to us, and maybe they're in. So if you don't mind, can we get a tour?
Well, of course. You see him pull out like a ring of keys and just here we go, and he unlocks the door and opens it for you and says, "Now, I'm not really allowed inside the premises, but feel free to search around, figure out if you want to stay in our lovely Alistair Estates."
Stop right there for a second, because we ain't going in just yet.
Did you just say you're not allowed on the premises?
Correct.
Why?
Well, I'm not a tenant, you see. So,
Well, we're not tenants either.
but if you're looking to be, and if you're potentially have some friends in there, I'm not gonna stop you from seeing them. This is uh a home. Everybody should be free to mingle as they wish.
Is this someplace that you'd like to live? Maybe you might want to be a tenant, then you can come show us around.
And you see him like he's struggling. He goes, "I would love to." And he can't say live. He can't say that he wants to live.
Hmm.
Is where he keeps bumping up against. This is a lovely home, though. If given the chance, I would definitely stay there.
I'm just gonna say the quiet part out loud. I think we were sent here potentially to prevent a previous incident from happening.
I have a question.
I think we have to stay in one of the apartments.
Do I sense anything magical as he's like talking to us?
Do another investigation
Okay.
as you're looking deeper into this individual.
Oh. My dice is gone again.
Guys, come back. Any kind of
Okay.
Good. See.
You said investigation, right?
Yes, please.
That's 22.
22. Yeah, you are diving into this individual. You are staring into him, trying to figure out what is going on, if he's got some sort of magic ability, something is happening. And you see almost like puppet strings of energy coming off of him. With a pretty high investigation, you see the remnants of a spell or something linking this individual to someone else.
Okay. My next question. After we've finished everything going on in the previous time, are we still at the current health and MP we had? When
Yes,
we
you are.
left? Okay.
Okay.
Can I really quickly pull like a MP revival potion out of my shark repellent bag and drink that?
Let's see. Did we give you a base amount of gold for your stuff, or is it like 50?
So I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. One, you didn't give me a whole gold amount. I don't know how much gold I have. I didn't get that. So I've been
fine.
functioning on the belief that I like the shark repellent says 50 gold, and I was like, I don't know.
50,
I'll
got it.
stick to 50 gold.
And
But I
And
don't know
you
how much gold I myself have. I'm just
Gotcha.
assuming I'm just a girl stealing
And-
things.
Adventurer.
and how
Just
much
trying
was
to-
the potions? I forget how much they cost.
Let me go see.
Hmm.
I don't remember about the potions I have. Where is my stuff?
Subject of money. I don't believe any of us, and just kind of talking amongst you, I don't believe any of us could really afford a room around here. Maybe if we bunk together, though.
Do we have to pay immediately or at the end of the month? That's very important as well.
I'm trying to get to where they say
Yeah.
how much everything is. It's just taking me a second.
Oh, it's super cheap. I'm gonna fix that later. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah, you can pull out a small MP potion, I guess.
Okay, how much MP do I get back from taking that then?
Depends.
So I'm gonna say I'm gonna adjust some numbers in my brain real quick and write these down.
I also don't know where this is. I just assumed this existed and asked if I could buy that.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of them.
Okay,
So
Why
With
aren't
the-
you
with-
giving them out?
with the with the one that you can just with the one that you can just pull out of your satchel, it's only 5 MP. But
Okay, great.
and
good.
that's gonna be 25 gold. You have probably on yourself like 300 and something. Let's go with
Okay.
350. You're
That's way
a adventurer, you have some money.
I-
Probably
and
don't have all of your savings on you. But okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take that, and then I want to cast a spell because I redid my spell choosing things for things
Okay.
that I think are slightly better. I'm gonna cast Null Field on this guy.
Okay. Null field. Perfect. Yeah,
Okay.
you cast null field and you generate an area around yourself that negates magic.
Yeah, and I want to get. I assume I'm in close conversation range, so I want to
Yes.
negate the magic that's holding this guy.
You see that the second that you activate your null field, it's almost as if someone cuts the strings off a puppet and he just falls limp on the ground.
Is he alive?
No, you see a kind of distressed. Well, you see a semi-permanent smile as he lays on the ground.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
What'd you do to him?
Well, he had like magic puppet strings coming off of him, and I thought he was under, some kind of control, so I wanted to stop the control. But I think I accidentally made him dead. Again.
I think this works out in our favor. Why don't we just take the keys and
It
find
wasn't.
one of
I
those-
didn't know he would just drop dead like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, all right. Well, let's grab the keys, like you said, and I'll take them. I'll give them to Sukina. Here, take the keys. You're the fastest of us anyway.
Yeah, like, as you guys go up the stairs, I'll check each one. Is anyone in here? No.
Yeah.
Fine, because we don't
Now-
know which one's the empty one.
Anyway, yeah, there was like. It literally looked like puppet strings coming off of him.
Y'all reckon this might be a dangerous place?
From what I
Yes.
do know, yes.
Okay. Well,
And what you all
Jin,
do know
Jin looks
now.
pretty. Yeah, Jin looks pretty damn beat up. So, I don't know if I really got it in me to go delving into this particular situation. I might need a
I
bit of
don't
a rest.
either.
Find an
Probably
empty
fine.
room, do a short, as much of a
Quick
long
nap?
rest as possible.
Can we just
yeah.
camp out in this hallway?
Well, that's the other thing. Rooms might be dangerous. The hallway, at least we've thus far established, seems well.
I have an
Okay.
idea. Meta talk. We've had these items since the start of this that are like camp based.
Oh yeah, yeah. The
And
two,
we have-
the two stuff, two equipment.
We have a map scanner, and we have a camp defenses that I see.
Mm. This is true.
I don't know
Oh
what
my
any of
God.
those things are, so I'm trusting you.
Neither
No,
all.
this
do
was
we.
this was like 6 months ago.
Yeah,
I know the
we-
words. I can't tell
Yeah.
you what to do.
I can't believe you remembered any of that.
I haven't written down. I'm looking at it right here.
I was like, I don't know what any of this does. I don't know what those mean.
Suki, that's a brilliant idea. We're given standard issue equipment.
Yeah.
I just got my fancy bag. That's all I got.
You just work here.
Yeah.
I just work here. I just toot around. That's all I do.
So we can.
Just a 9 to 5 tutor.
So I think our best course of action. You find an empty room. You try to do a long rest. Set up camp
Mhm,
defenses, which we'll find out what that does in a second.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
Because I don't know if you all are aware or have put 2 and 2 together. we keep getting sent to these points in time, these major points in time in history, giving us the option to change something. The village was a major one. We know an incident
race?
happens here. The what? The race?
The race.
Do you
Don't worry
think
about
I'll
it. We
see
know that an
myself-
incident happens here.
As you're saying this, Dinah's like, do you think I'm gonna see myself after we finish everything, and I'm gonna see myself run up, and what's gonna happen?
Yeah, it's safe for sure.
Well,
Certainly possible.
you can tell yourself something, hopefully, that, you know,
I don't know
lottery
if I
numbers.
would
I'm
even
sure that
tell
exists
myself.
somewhere in here.
Well, let's see. I think you're onto something, Suki. Let's see if we can find a place to hunker down.
All right. Yeah, you guys make your way in. Feel free to add your tokens, or I guess maybe I have to do that. I don't remember how any of this works.
No, they can drag it on. Let's say marching order, probably Jin up front, and I'll say Jin's got the shield out because he's kind of paranoid. Let Suki unlock any doors and then just like walks through shield first.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
This is a door right here, right?
Yep, that is a door.
Yeah.
Maybe I can
What do you say?
clean up.
Should we take the first door we see? Or maybe that's what they might be expecting. Maybe we should take the last door.
Wait, just to be clear, so is this a full open hallway, or what is this in the middle that here?
That is just a wall. It has doors. If you look through, you just see another hall that looks identical.
Okay.
It's just separating one half of the building from the other.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Donna,
right
come
there.
over here.
I don't know where I'm going.
Don't run off on your own out here. We don't know where we are.
Sorry,
Alright,
yeah,
sorry, I got a
sure.
little spooked.
In that case,
The music changed.
Sakina, I believe they're telling you to open the doors and do your thing. So, what do you do?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna open the door, and we're gonna like just check out if this is an empty room.
All right, you open the door, and let me reveal a little bit of here.
Nice.
Nicely done,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Oh, you made it blind deer.
Yeah, I noticed.
It does that all the time. Dang, roll 20.
You see, kind of a empty little kitchen.
This is a good place for
Who's-
rest.
Anyone step in first?
I was literally
Uh,
gonna say that. I was like, perfect, we're good.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is good. We don't need to go any further, guys. We got everything we need.
I think. Wait, hang on. Because
Jin?
Suki, you can go in
uh,
first. Just stay within 2 meters of me.
I kind of think I don't know. I still have null field activated, so I wonder if it would be better for me to
Sure.
be somewhat to the front because it's a
Sure. Just-
concentration.
Yeah. As long, and I'm gonna say like Jin is ready, like with the shield. As long as anybody's within 2 meters of me, I should hopefully be able to jump in and help you.
Please, I am not. I took an MP potion, not an HP potion. I'm sitting at a solid 1.
I got you.
HP.
Go on in. Go on in.
All right. I need you to make a mental fortitude check as soon as you step foot into this apartment building.
Can't block that. Sorry.
Can I use block?
Nope.
Not quite.
I had one weakness, and he found it.
Oh, this is not good. A 10.
Terra token if you want to use it.
Yeah,
Oh.
you can re-roll or add an advantage dice, whatever you feel might benefit you more.
Does a reroll cost more Terra tokens?
No, I believe it's just one.
Okay.
If you don't know the result, but if you do know the result, then it's.
Then I'll just add a dice.
Well, you don't know the result. You don't know if that's bad or good. It's fine.
Oh, so I can reroll even if I thought it was like the result of the number. Like if I know the numbers.
No, like if you know if it's success or a failure for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've said nothing so far. so-
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll
Giving
the
away
dice
nothing.
then. Okay, that's good. That's slightly better.
Always a blank slate. Can't read them.
Poker guy.
It's just because I don't know what's happening yet.
This
That's
could be a good thing. Maybe you
an
don't want
11.
failures.
11 total.
Yeah,
Nice.
it wasn't
I
that
mean, that-
much better, but it was.
That is better than last
Yeah,
time.
better.
You're right.
GG's.
So, your null field is not affected. You're still active. What is the range on your null field?
Let me see here. What you have is a 12-meter radius.
Oh, that's good
Ooh.
though. That's real good.
That is big.
That's
pretty
what
good.
you. That's what you have in your book thing. I don't know.
Hey! I know what I said. I know what I said.
I'm just saying. I run on read it.
So, that's
Wow, I'm glowing. That's so cool.
this room is still set to feet for some reason. Why is it doing that?
Oh,
I'm literally. Oh, dang it.
sorry. I have to hold the button to do that.
I was
My hand
literally
got tired.
so excited.
The other one I had it set to measured differently. This
Oh,
one
it might
for
be
some reason-
the page thing.
Mm.
I think you can fiddle with it in the little sandwich
Yeah.
bar.
I'm fixed. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so
Yeah,
you cover rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So,
Ain't nobody puppeting us. Thus for
no. Yeah. You can feel confident that the thing that's about to happen to you is not an effect of magic.
Yay.
It's also going to make this encounter significantly better for you, but that's all right. But no, first you're going to experience what you experience, which is two things. One, you feel heavy, like your whole body's experiencing something that's making it difficult. You're going to have disadvantage for all major actions for now.
Okay.
You ate a cheesy gordita crunch.
But two, as your body is feeling heavy, you are hit with visions and memories of your own.
Oh.
Uh,
Uh-oh.
we talked a little while ago about a memory of you being in a car with your brother and your parents going to your grandparents' house.
Yeah.
In the version that you were thinking of, you saw a wonderful outcome. But that's not how it really ended, is it?
No. No, it's not.
What
I,
really happened that night then?
I said my dead twin brother. I'm gonna retcon all of that. Low-key forgot my own backstory. It's fine. But you know who does die? The parents. Every single time.
Mm-hmm. In
Sense?
this version of reality, you remember being in that car. You remember that it starts to rain, and you remember you and your brother just kind of fantasizing about becoming big, powerful adventurers. You know that you and your brother have a little bit more magic potential than your parents do. They are like average people in this world. They can do a little bit of magic, but not much. You two have already reached a point beyond them, able to do fantastic forms of small magic. They know that you guys have potential, and you're on your way to visit your grandparents' house. They live in an area where that ability of yours and your brother's might be nurtured. They have facilities and schools that can help you better become whatever you want to be, regardless of what it is. And it starts to rain, and everything is fine until it's not. And the entire time, you don't know what's going on around you. You're just paying attention to your brother as he talks about becoming a fancy adventurer someday. When the next thing you realize is you're upside down. And someone is tugging at you. You feel a warm liquid on your face. It's your own blood. You see red as you open your eyes, as you can't look past the blood. And you see a blurry red image of your brother trying to use what little magic he has to cut you free from the seatbelt. He can't get you out of where you are. You look around and you see that the front seat, your parents' bodies are there. You see not much of them, unfortunately, as it's hard to look past the fire. And then you're snapped back to the current time, and that feeling of loss, that like crushing sadness in that worst moment of your life, is weighing you down. That's why you have a -2 to everything, or a minus disadvantage to everything.
I was like a -2.
Not -2, disadvantage. My bad. That's what we call in the business depression mechanics. Enjoy. New ailment, depression.
Gamified depression. No.
He walks in a room, immediately just starts crying, and it's like the quiet.
Oh shit.
So,
Yeah.
as that happens, we're gonna switch back to Vetus. Vetus, you see this creature is running up to you. It looks like your dead wife. There's a lot of bad in this episode, actually. There's a lot of bad going on in this episode. And she's got a little higher initiative than you, so she's gonna go first, and she's gonna take a swing.
You're making me fight my wife?
All right. No, your wife is fighting you because you thought of your wife.
God, you asked me what my first death. Okay.
That's when you should have lied. That's when you should.
I've told him my lore, I think. I should have, I think. Okay, cool. Talking about depression. This is great. I stumble
What's
back.
your- Is your AR over 17?
I don't know. 1 second.
But it's in the left side of your character sheet, around where it says defenses.
Oh.
Should be armor rating. Either you just have a regular number there or whatever. I don't know. You tell me what it is, and I'll figure out.
+3. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
So that's a 15. Her first attack misses.
We don't start at 15 now? And then it's like
Sorry.
that +3 to that.
It is. She rolled a 17. He has a +3. The base is 15, which is why I said the number 15. She misses because of your 18.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Look, I knew the number that I said in my head. I just happened to say the other number out loud.
But
Yeah,
for
don't-
Jackford's purposes,
Don't
it's 18.
Don't listen to the number I said. Listen to the number I thought.
Exactly. What kind of fool? So her first attack misses. She goes for a second, and that's even worse. She's extremely misses.
Can you tell me what she looks like?
Like your wife. No.
No, but
She
is
looks-
this like pre or post death? Is the question. Like, is this her like after she has decomposed? Like,
No. It's not after she decomposed. It is when you look at her and you realize that in this moment you were thinking of your wife, thinking of, you're in this dungeon of death. She has been on your mind on occasion. Just death has been on your mind. And this thing has taken the form of your wife. And as you're looking at her, the very first thought of her that you have, that is what she looks like.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Alright, so she looks like she's. I'm seeing her as she's withered away on her deathbed. That's what I'm looking at her right now.
That's the first
That's
thought of her you had.
horrid.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. That's not her. That's not her. That's not her. I don't know if I can fight this. Is she obviously not her? Like, is she made up of obsidian sand? Or...
Yeah, she looks like she's chiseled out of obsidian itself. This glossy glass skin. It looks almost soft to touch, but you can tell that it is sharp and cold.
May I use soft spot?
What does that do?
Perform a medicine check. And if I'm successful, I can add logic when calculating damage against that particular.
Of course.
Basically, I just want to find its weak spot if it has one.
Yep, go ahead.
Right, medicine check. Cool. Fine. Okay. And that would plus. Okay, so that's 21 plus 28.
Wait, what did you use
No, I
roll?
think 28 is the full roll.
Okay,
Full
okay.
roll. Am I not
Okay.
supposed to roll the full roll? Wait,
No, that's
hold on.
fine. That's fine. I just heard 21 plus 28, and then it was
Yeah.
like,
No,
what?
no. The full roll is 28. The full roll is 28.
Gotcha.
I'm math.
We're,
I was
we're
math.
so good at math in this episode.
I'm not a math gay. I'm trying.
All right. So 28, yeah, that is a success.
Okay, then I can add my logic to calculating damage against that.
Yes. Yes, you can.
My wife lookalike. I hate this. Okay. You know, I'm such a support character. I don't think I have an attack.
You have a gun. Yeah, you
I have a gun.
guns.
I take my gun. I take my gun. I take my gun. You see him actually just. He probably doesn't even know this. He's got tears like streaming down his face. As he shoots his wife's weak spot.
Shoot your wife.
Yeah.
Not even Sakina would do that. That's
You shut up.
Yeah. rough.
You shut
Don't
up right
shoot
now.
His wife. He just kill her somehow.
Yeah,
Kill
just
her
use
once
magic.
he's
I wouldn't
got it.
shoot her.
Well, he doesn't have anything else. Okay. Yeah. How do I shoot? Question. It's been a while.
Yes. Roll your d20, and then if you have arms combat trained, depending on how many squares you have filled in, you roll that many d4, and you either add your swiftness or your intuition, whichever one is your desired use.
My
You could
which
try the
one?
talk
Or
no
my
jutsu.
my what? Or my intuition?
The
Your
talk no
swiftness.
jutsu. Oh, sorry.
You can use swiftness or intuition for your arms combat.
Oh, great. Okay, I'll have to use swiftness then.
Do you have anything trained in intuition?
Hurt your wife?
Arms combat.
I've got gymnastics and dodge. I rolled a nat 20. What does that do?
Oh my god, you crit your wife.
Yeah, you.
I
crit your
know.
wife.
I have very
Oh.
complicated feelings about this roll.
You can either.
Listen, it's not really your wife. Don't feel bad.
TBD.
As he is sobbing.
You can either double the damage, which is just standard, or as part of critical hits, you can activate a maneuver. So a maneuver is essentially any attack you can choose to make it a little harder and get some special effects to come off of it. For example, if you do aim for the head, which you can't really do with this one, Um,
Where is her weak spot?
oh, her weak spot. I think it'd probably be the heart. Like
Fuck
it seems
you.
as though
I love you so much.
Shot through the
I
heart.
hate. Oh,
Damn.
and you're to blame.
Damn.
Oh, I don't know the lyrics here. I got it wrong.
so some of the other maneuvers are disarm. You can deal damage specifically to like limbs, hitting them with the ailment that is either your arms or your legs don't work as well. You can knock them down, push them around, stuff like that. Go for the eye, making them unable to see, stuff like that.
This is actually surprisingly very in brand with Naruto for you. Everyone dies by getting cut in the heart.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The talk no jutsu. I went for like a hug or something.
Not actually talk no jutsu.
Yeah.
It's stabbing no jutsu in the eye.
Does she look like she can talk? Does she look sentient at all? Or is she just like a moving puppet that looks like my wife?
You should spend an action and find out.
Damn.
Yeah, go for it.
Talk to
You
her.
can
Should have done that
Can
from
I?
the beginning, but you just
Yeah, I'm
started-
sorry. I panicked. I panicked. It's my wife.
So you use one action to activate your ability. You're debating using a second action to actually hit her. Or you're using a second action to actually hit her. You can use a minor action or a major action to do your. You can do investigate or judge intent. Actually, judge intent I think would be the better.
Okay. Are you sure? Because I'm trying to figure out if that thing is sentient.
Yep, judge intent.
All right, cool. I say that because my intuition is 3 and I don't really want to use it, but okay, cool. Shit. Okay, and I have a thing in that. That's not high. That is 12 plus 15. So 15.
15 total. All right. Yeah, you can tell a few things. One, this thing is attacking you, and it is not malicious in any way. It is not. Yep, I said that. I know. It is not
It's
malicious
attacking me,
anyway.
but it is not malicious.
Correct. But it also has seemingly no link to your wife. It just is taking her form. Taking the specific form that you last thought of. And yeah, that's what you know from Judge Intent. This is not your wife, and it has no intent to hurt you, but it is attacking you.
I have the gun cocked and aimed for the heart. And I know if I shoot, this will crit damage. Instead of shooting, I go. Well, I don't know what you're trying to do, but you get out of that face right now, or I'm gonna pull the trigger.
There is no response. You're gonna have to pull the trigger.
Fuck. Okay, yeah. I said the thing, so I have to do the thing now, right? I shoot.
All right. I believe for your pistol it's just a D6. So go ahead, roll, do the double, and then you can add your logic because of your ability, which also doubles.
6. That's actually kind of funny, and I can add my logic. So it's a 1 plus 7, so 8.
8 times 2, that's 16. All right. You. Wait, you rolled a. What did you roll on your dice?
1
That's so sad.
plus 7. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Either way.
That's why I laughed.
You rolled. You got a 16 damage, and the roll on your attack was low because your hands are shaky as you're trying to avoid shooting this visage of your wife. But even in this shaky moment, you shoot true and pierce this core stone deep inside her body, and with a final moment, she goes to slash at you again, reaching out just ever so slowly as her hands and her body just starts to crumble away, leaving just an empty image of your wife reaching out for help as she falls down. There's nothing else around you. Ari Bronzefoot, she looks at you as like, what the hell was that?
Hell if I know. I let's figure out a way to get out of here before anyone more of those things come for us.
Vetus, I have a question for you. What are you thinking about right now?
Careful now.
I don't like this question.
Be true. Be true to your character.
Fuck's sake. He's thinking about his kids.
Okay.
He's
We'll come back
absolutely
to you in a
thinking
second.
about his kids.
Oh,
We'll come back to you in a
no.
Jesus. Oh no.
Knowing what just happened, you think about
Again?
it.
Again, this is also very Naruto of you because we all.
We're just gonna
He
whole family
of course
reunion
he just thought
incoming.
about his wife. Of course he's going to think of his kids. It's like, thank God the kids aren't here to see that. I don't think he's clicked on that. It's just
And then they're gonna show
Yeah.
up and
one of his
see
last.
that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, and back to the others. Dinah, you are in this room right now, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Is that in the room?
Yeah, that's in the room.
Okay, great.
You feel heavy and everything feels pretty fucking bad, but you are otherwise not hurt. Yeah, what do you want to do? We're not in initiative yet for you guys, so feel free to move around as you wish.
Dinah, do you react at all when you get
She,
hit?
it like literally, it's like the silent like when you're crying but you don't want people to know, so you kind of just sit there straight. Tears are
Okay.
coming out, and you're like, the breathing is like sniffles. She's like
Yeah.
trying to get it together.
You all right, Dinah? Jin will walk in, assuming nothing's wrong with the room.
Yeah, I'm fine. We're good.
All right.
Just
Jin,
Mm.
please roll a mental fortitude for me.
God damn it! Yeah,
oh, I should have warned you.
Jin's following you.
Be like, just
Mental
right when she was
fortitude,
about to say, just be wary coming in here. As soon as that was about to come out of her mouth, roll mental.
It's a 2 on the dice.
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
Yeah.
Let's see. What does Jin remember from his past?
Jeez,
Oh,
What?
Louise.
Jesus.
We're going around just handing out
You're,
trauma tips.
you're having so much fun with this, Ollie.
I
I
am not.
genuinely think my nomination for episode title was the best because literally, Alexa, just play Ghost of You by NPR on repeat, please, because we're not getting out of this.
What a good
The
song.
episode title today is Welcome to the Family.
Welcome
So-
to the Black Parade, actually.
Jin, you weren't around when your people disappeared. You were off with I forgot what dumb acronym I gave that
Is it the
that
MSM?
mercenary. Yeah, the MSN. You were working with them at the time, and where were you when you heard the news that there was civil unrest in your home, leading to, well,
Uh,
pretty mass death for many, casualties and danger.
I imagine Jin would probably have been like on a mission. You know, like we're just coming back from a mission. We're just coming back to the MSN base. And you know, people are saying, "Oh man, did you guys hear the news?"
Yeah, there's these two guys, they're colleagues of yours, just talking about what was happening, and you overhear that essentially a protest turned a bit violent. The protest was of your people. They were protesting the integration of these magic batteries into pretty much everything. And at first, the response to this protest seemed more or less positive. People were understanding of the situation,
Mhm.
but someone, things got a little heated. There was, from what you can tell from the articles, someone set off an explosion by overcharging one of these batteries, showing off how dangerous, how unwieldy they are. And this explosion, it startled the police force that was, standing in place.
Yeah.
And it turned into a live ammunition situation. Many died, and you remember looking through a list of names of people who were lost in this initially peaceful protest, which maybe things got a little out of hand, but no one attempted to hurt anyone. It was a demonstration.
Mhm.
As you're looking through this list of people who died, you see a name, someone you know. Who from your past died during the protest? Who was putting their body on the line for their beliefs in this time?
I don't think we ever decided on anything specific here, so
Nope. This is all up to you right now.
maybe his Shin's brother, who I don't know if we ever named.
I was ready for y'all to say a wife, and I'm gonna be like, damn, all you
Yeah, honestly, I was kind of
What?
thinking, I was torn between it, but I was like, well, we did the wife thing already, so I'm gonna go with my son.
I
We can
assumed it was
bond
going to be
over
your.
our dead wives.
No,
Yeah.
we
son,
can,
not
we
the
can bond
children.
over our dead wives.
Considering, I remembering Shin's backstory, I assumed it was going to be Shin's
Yeah,
brother because we never
Shin's
really came up
brother.
with how he died.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Yeah, so
I wasn't sure.
so Jin's, we'll say, what was his name? Tin. We'll just go
Shin?
seeing Tin. Yeah, so Tin's death reported in the on the list.
You see on the list that Tin passed away. He was in this altercation. When was the last time that you actually stopped home to see your children, to see Tin?
Years, probably nearing on decades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In your mind, you see a child, a sweet young kid, someone that, despite loving them dearly, that you left behind. And in this article, as you're scrolling through, you see a picture of a stranger, someone you've never seen before, someone who looks like a mirror of yourself, and you realize that your son died a stranger to you. And you have a disadvantage on all your rolls. So, who's next?
Oh,
Yeah, I think
Nah.
similar to Dinah, Jin walks in, it gets hit with those visions and everything, and also gonna kind of disguise the pain, just kind of tilt the hat down and just
We're just out here, a cowgirl and a cowboy.
make a little bit of room for Sukuna to come inside.
Like he goes to take a step and then pauses for a second.
Are you going to warn Sukina? Question.
Just
no.
get in.
He's now just wrapped up in his thoughts.
Dinah's just gonna be like, just get in here. You can't do it.
I feel like there was. My intuition is telling me
I
Walker,
feel
something
You got the
happened.
key, don't you? Come on, open this door.
I feel Dinah's just
Open
gonna
your
pull
door
him in
for
the
us.
door. Just be like,
I feel like it's bad vibes.
Roll mental fortitude check for me.
Dinah's like, if I'm suffering, we're all suffering.
This is Sukina's. I feel like there's bad vibes. No.
Yeah.
Bad mojo here.
Mental
I don't want.
fortitude. Okay.
See it. Come on. One of us.
Are you also gonna think about your wife and your children?
We gotta know about your wife.
I want to use a hero token.
Hey, no.
This is
Terra
the
token,
wife
sorry.
episode.
Can I spend a token to counter his token?
That's not a thing.
I don't think that's a
It's
thing.
my
but
token.
do you think that's
Can
very
I-
funny?
Can I also spend a token to counter
What if I
his?
also spend a token?
You see,
What if-
Watcher, see who the real cruel people are. One of them
Join us in our
shot their wife
pain.
in the heart, and the other two wants their one party member to suffer as well. I want you to remember this. Going
Trying
forward.
to bond
Friends.
with you.
Best
Yeah,
friends
travel
do
bond.
things together, okay? I don't
Let's see
make
how
the
your
rules.
wife dies. Let's see.
With magic, like everything else.
Except the difference is he killed his wife.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, something similar. If I use a Terra token, the next roll becomes an 18.
Okay. You walk in and you do feel something. For just the briefest moment, you see an image in your mind of a young man. For a moment, you don't recognize him, but you remember your brother's face. And you shake that image away as you walk into the room with two of your compatriots weeping quietly.
I punch him.
Jin's gonna look at Sukuna and go, yeah, that tracks.
What is the matter? What,
Just open
what's
the
gotten
damn
over
door.
both of you? I'll go to check out these other doors here, just to do a little scouting while.
There's too many tabs open. Where are you at? Which room specifically?
Let's
Okay.
say this one on the west side.
Okay.
You said I still
we can-
maintain concentration, right?
Yep. You everything.
Okay.
No spell is active. This is not a
Okay,
spell.
good. Just making sure. Thanks.
Let's see. Let's clear out some stuff. Boop boop, and beep, and roll initiative.
Oh my god.
You
Damn
open
it, Sukuna.
the door, and inside you see a weeping wraith.
We get disadvantage on engagement bonus and stuff as well.
Disadvantage on all rolls.
All rolls.
Um,
You got it.
You see a
Oh.
almost apparition that's just shedding bloody tears and gasping for air as you open the door and she looks up at you and screeches.
How do we get this in the first room? Damn, that's unlucky.
Um, I got a
my
natural
health's still not
one.
good.
Got a natural one. All right, you're
With
going last.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
With so you're going last. Got it.
Technically,
Uh,
it's a 10 if I add my bonuses, but I don't think that really matters at that point. Yeah, my health is also not good. I'm sitting at a solid 1.
It's all right. It's all right.
Rough.
So
I got 15. No, that's also actually what I.
15.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, no. For what you're talking about, it's a 11. My health is
Okay.
15. My roll is 11.
Jin, Sukina.
18.
Okay. Let's roll for Wraith.
Is that a low roll for you?
Yeah, that was a pretty low roll for
Three.
him.
Let's hope Sukina just is also just blessed with the worst luck of match.
Yeah. Oh, I got
It's like you roll it with disadvantage.
All right. All right. You you open the door and you hear the screech, and this creature immediately jumps into action. It's going to reach out its hand and try to cast a spell, essentially. You see a like green black aura kind of start to surround this creature's arm as it launches out at you, taking the I don't know, the almost like goo-ish aura, like it looks almost physical as it starts to change its shape into something horrifying, something that perhaps you have a personal trauma towards, but then inside of Dinah's null field, it just kind of dissipates before it can manifest enough to hurt you. Realizing that its primary spell does not seem to work, it's gonna slap you.
I'll block him.
Yeah, you're gonna win this one. That's fine. Does it beat a 17?
Let's see. I'm pretty sure. So it's a 13 on the dice.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, on my
definitely
d20. Yeah, and that's before my d4s and my +8. But I also got a minus d4. Yeah, I'm definitely beating a 17.
super beat it. Yeah. With when you have a disadvantage, if you have like skill d4s, just take one away. You
That's a
don't
good
have
point. Yeah, I'll just take this one out.
Yeah. So this thing comes out, screeches, lets out an ability. It is stopped in its track by Dinah's ability, and then it lunges forward to scratch at Sukina when Jin just uses his reaction to get in its place, block, and it stops in its tracks. Roll to recover your reflex, essentially.
You got it. Okay, that's a 9 on the dice, +4, +2, +8, 14, +9, 23? 23.
What if you do? You have your reaction back for this round. All right, next up is Sukina.
I'm assuming it's okay. It's gonna stay where it is currently.
Yeah.
Magic is out the window, so I can go and give it a little pop.
Give it a pop pop. Pop pop.
Using. I guess I would have to move. But yeah, I guess right next to it.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. Using my talons. Let's see. Let's roll that. That was not a good roll. Oh, I forgot. That's a 21 to hit.
That'll hit. Hit him.
That'll be a 1d6 plus swiftness. That's 2 plus swiftness is 7. That's 9 slashing damage.
You see that it screeches out as you cut through its body. It doesn't feel fully corporeal in your hand. Like you do hit something, it does take damage, but it is not a full hit. And how much you say the total damage was?
9.
All right. It's you think a little less than 9, but not by much. You still did damage.
What's this thing connected to? You? Oh, that's just okay. It's not this. Trying to check. Was it actually connected to the cables, or that's just the
I think it's just the
aura
telemetry.
or mist? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
Then, because I can't think of anything else to do at the moment, I guess I'll go for another little roundhouse kick using my feet talons. This is gonna be at like a -4.
Yep.
Okay.
Plot twist, I block it.
That's a lot. This plus this, that's a 12. 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Yeah, that's right. Very good. I still have a minor. It's so I'd moved there. Is movement complete? I need a reminder. Yeah, is movement complete once you've done it, or is it burn an action and then whenever, like, can move and then move back, for example?
I have it that your movement is complete once you use up all of your movement speed, but based on ways to limit really fast characters, I might change that. We can talk about that after game.
Okay, then if it ends, if that continues, then yeah, I have infinite movement speed in terms for this encounter.
Yep.
I would try and go back, and if I can, try and hand over a healing potion to Jin, or at least have it out in my hand as a minor.
What? Thank you.
Hold on.
I don't know if I can take
Are you muted?
me?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Thank you. That was a movement and two attacks. So that's 3 major actions. As a minor action, you can typically equip, unequip stuff, grab a potion. So yes, you can get the potion out. You just can't feed it to him because it's not yourself with a minor.
Yeah, I'll just like have it out in my
Yeah.
hand,
Perfect.
Thank you.
and that's it for me.
All right. Then in that case, Dinah, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
Right. I'm gonna come steal that potion.
Yoink! It's just out there. Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, what? Thank you.
First come, first serve.
I'm actually looking
That's right.
really hurt, but it's okay. It's okay.
No, honestly, you probably do need it more than I do. You're at 1 HP, right?
Yeah. I
Oh,
am.
you were the one at 1? I thought that was Jin.
Yeah. No, Jin,
Yeah,
I've got
it's
15
okay.
HP.
I'm
I
gonna
got
take it
misheard.
then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move, take it, drink the potion. How much does that heal me? Can I do all of this in one turn? Because my next plan was to then just shoot a potion at the thing that I have.
Yeah. We can say that your weapon's loaded since you don't went into a new fight.
Yeah.
You're prepared. So that's not a problem. So that'll be 1 major action to attack, a major action to move, and minor action to grab the potion out of his hand. But then you're gonna need another action, regardless, to drink it. So that'll be
Perfect.
all 4.
Great.
That's 5
So-
for the potion.
It's +5. Okay, sweet. Sweet, thanks. Thanks. I really did actually need that. Does that go to VP first or HP?
HP as far as I know.
Okay.
HP replenishes then your VP.
Great, great. Okay, and then I'm rolling. I'm gonna do. I forgot what potion I picked. Sorry. I think I'm gonna do another one of the boom potions.
Boom.
And since I have that one perk, I don't have to move to be able to shoot. Right? Okay.
Oh, you muted again. You muted again.
Damn it. Yep, you don't even need to have line of sight with your ability. You just have to have a general idea of where it is.
Alright, sweet. If it's at disadvantage, do I just reroll the d20 again, or do I just take off what I add to it?
Just take off the what you add to it. So if
Okay.
you have a d4 that you normally add, just don't add it.
Okay, then that's an would I still add like the swiftness or intuition? 'Cause
Oh,
it's
yes,
armed
100%.
combat, right? Okay. Then that is 16.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Then that's what is it? Okay. 2d6 crushing damage to target, and then unfortunately 1d6 to all within 3 meters. I feel I
Oh.
would aim further behind her,
Interesting.
but I don't know if that would be
Can I
Um,
block that?
like. Can
I
I
don't know.
aim to behind?
Yeah, you
and
definitely
still-
can.
Okay, perfect. Then that's
Nice.
what I did. I
Yeah.
said 2d6, right, for damage?
Yep.
Okay. Where is my
Like, do you want to blow up the computer or the bed, basically?
The bed. Wait, we need to rest. The computer. Screw that.
I'm just blowing things up. That's this is so sad. That's 3 points of damage.
That's all right.
Damage.
Nice.
Damage is damage.
I mean, she looks pretty hurt with an attack from Sukina and another attack from you. This is not an incredibly boisterous monster, but it is. It's not bloodied yet, just a little hurt. It does seem to take the full damage from your attack, though. You can tell that all of the fire did go through.
Okay.
And with that, that's going to be end of the round. And we're going to go back to Venus.
Oh.
Did I go?
I skipped you because you did your reaction. My bad.
Oh.
It's fine. Take your time
I'm
coming back
sorry.
to me. I am not ready for my family reunion, so
Oh.
Jin isn't really gonna do too much. I'm going to. Can I, if I shove somebody, can I pick where they go?
yeah, you
Or does
can
it always
pick the
kinda go
direction.
like, okay. Because what I'd like to do is we got this nice little doorway, so I want to stay here as like a little choke point. But what I'd like to do is maybe shove this guy like into this chair or something over here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shove him with one action. I don't know where's my dice things. Oh, there it is. It's in the cup. Okay. That's a power, or is there an attack roll for that? I probably didn't make this.
You're essentially attacking with your push.
Okay. That is 3. Actually, it's just an 8.
Just an 8.
Yeah.
Um, You go to push her, you shield bash her, and you see that like part of the shield goes into the ectoplasmic shell around her, and bumps into her. Doesn't really seem to do much. You pull out, and it just kind of fills back in. You do have a little bit of goo on your shell, on your shield.
No, that's just disconcerting. And then I'm going to use my remaining actions to, because I got 2 more actions left, right? I'm going to use one to defend, The other one, I might as well just try to shove again. I think. I don't really want to move anywhere. I like where I'm at.
Yeah.
And that's not going to make it either. My disadvantage dice right now is doing work.
Yeah.
That's twice I've rolled 4s on it. So that is 12.
All right. That is not enough to push her around.
Not enough. Okay.
You are bashing back into each other as she's trying to claw past your shield and reach at you. Each time you're pushing her back a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be winning you any ground.
Then the minor action is just going to be to kind of like then at that point take like cover behind the shield. So 2 failed push attempts, defend, and minor cover.
All right, perfect. Well, with that, it's the end of the turn, and we're gonna go back to Vetus now. Vetus, you see.
We don't
As
have
you're
to
t-
get back to me.
Too late.
We gotta know if you gotta kill your children now. This is important.
They're not
make
dead.
Continuity.
Until they
Yeah,
see
It's just
you
my
again.
wife's dead.
Yeah.
So you are looking around and make an awareness check for me.
Okay.
I think you want to fail this. You
I
wanna see-
definitely. I've been rolling so good. We don't have to. We can stop doing that. Where's my awareness?
You'll be fine.
That's my awareness. Great. Okay. Why do I have points in that? Okay. And awareness. That's a 6.
Okay. You are aware of damn near nothing. All you know is that in the tower behind you, the tower you stopped looking at, you hear movement and action. You hear things happening. You have no idea what's going on though. You look over and you can't figure out where anything is. You're like, whatever.
Can I add my own flavor to it?
Sure.
I'm just hugging my collapsed pseudo wife.
Oh
or
yeah.
just kneeling next to it.
You're not paying attention to any of the sound that's
Nope.
happening right now. You don't know what's going on.
Captain, I asked you to keep an eye out. I'm trying to figure out my own demons right now. Thank you.
The captain, you see them, they have pulled out their shield and they're looking around like, I don't know what's going on. We can. And as you're holding the crumbled pieces of your wife, of what looked like your wife, one of the pieces looks like the hand that was reaching out to you. It makes a fist and falls back into the sand, and where it's fell down, another hand comes up, starts to claw its way out, and
Can I try to push the hand into the sand?
yeah, you can do whatever you want.
I'm like, no.
It grasps
Please stay
onto you.
down.
As you push it in, it's still sand at this moment. It hasn't fully become obsidian, and the sand just kind of pushes around your hand and grabs onto you. You said that before you were thinking of your children the moment that you killed your wife. Which child of yours do you think is the most
I have so many.
Yeah,
I
which
know.
one is your favorite? That's what.
No, not your favorite, not your favorite. Which one do you think takes the most charge in the group of
That
your
would be-
children?
that would
Which
be
one's the one
Sella.
that's
That would absolutely be solid.
you see this thing as you're trying to push the hand away, it's sand. It just melts around it, and instead it reaffirms and grabs on and pulls itself out, and you see right in front of your face, it's Sala. It starts to crystallize into this obsidian figure carved from stone itself, and you hear a cracking and the shearing noise of stone as it breaks, and in what sounds like your child's voice, created by this rasping of stone. How could you do this to her? As you were thinking, I wish my kids had never couldn't. I'm glad my kids didn't see this. Your child comes up and reprimands you for choosing to defend yourself against this thing. And she looks at you, and again, you can still tell there's no aggression or malice here. There's no intent to hurt you. You just were thinking of how your children would react to you doing this thing. And she is here now to show you exactly how she would react having seen that. And you see, along with that reprimand, with that disbelief at what you would do, you hear like little pebbles falling as she weeps stone tears. And we're going to be back next time in a couple weeks. That's the end of the episode.
Oh
folks.
my gosh!
Thanks for watching. Do you guys have any socials you want to plug, or are we good to just say good night and goodbye?
I think we should go to Jack first. Jack? What do you
Jack.
Any socials, Jack? Anything you want to plug?
Sure, you can find me in my blankets crying for the next couple of weeks. I'm Jack and Meister Hypes everywhere. I've got a few interesting things coming up. A few cos dates. There's really or here in the next 2 weeks or so.
Hells yeah. All right then.
And it's been traumatizing playing Vitas with everybody. Yay.
Yay!
happy to help.
So great. It'll be fun, they said.
I never said that. And I still don't know what order we go in. Arden, you want to go? Plug anything you want to plug?
Yeah, totally. Y'all can find me at Ardenzi on Instagram, Ardenzi19 on Twitch. I don't know how that happened. I'm the Ardenzi everywhere else but on Twitch, so, you know.
Nigel, what about you? Would you like to plug your thirst traps?
I guess you could find me on the Insta at I am Nigel, and then the letter P, which was every time I say it out loud, I'm starting to rethink that.
Nigel P. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And
It's so funny.
David, how about yourself? Anything you got to plug?
Yeah. Come check out Soundtale Productions for all sorts of other great TTRPG content. And then I'll probably be over at Tales Archive tonight, watching No Realms Telesh. So come hang out and chat with me. That's 4 Central, 5 Eastern. And then you'll also see me on Tales Archive and some other upcoming projects. So yeah, that's me.
All right. And I've been your DM, Roulette Hound Gonzalez Rodriguez. You can call me Lycus. You can find me online as Lycus the Stratus on Blue Sky, I think is the new Twitter. Yeah, you can see some art that I post there for mostly these games, as well as whatever the hell else I do. I think a lot of workout pics because I'm a loser. And
Excuse me.
Let's calm down now.
And within a few hours, there'll be another episode of the first campaign of Stealthy Elf, Sand Sea Saga. That first season is going to be coming up to an end, and we're starting second season of the podcast where we take over with UI, Unearthed Inheritance. So tune in for that. If you haven't already caught up with Sand Sea Saga, now's a great time to do it through the podcast. If you're doing it through Spotify, it's actually a video podcast, so you could actually just watch the whole darn thing. Because Spotify allows that to happen. Who knows?
Thanks, Spotify.
Thanks, Spotify.
Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time. I tried to keep it light and cheery, as always. So
Yeah.
tune in
If
next time.
that was
and see
your
what
light and cherry.
happens. We'll see what happens next time. See you guys.
Bye bye.
Mwah.